What's going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, and my fighters? I'm One Eyebrow, also known as PT. You don't know if I'm winking or I'm blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about The Walking Dead. Spoiler warning for The Walking Dead show, comics, everything related to The Walking Dead, spoiler warning. Now, disclaimer, big disclaimer. I have some information here that are rumors and speculation about Season 10, Episode 16. This information is not confirmed, but I'm definitely sharing it with you because I find it very interesting if it's true. But again, I'm not saying it's true. Let me know your thoughts, post your comments below, hit that subscribe button, helps achieve our goal of 100,000 subscribers, hit the join button to become a valued member of our PT channel Walking Dead family, and ring the bell to be notified when we post videos every day, and let me know in the comments if there's anything you want me to talk about in a future video. Now, obviously, it's from the TWD Universe spoilers, rumor. Spoilers of 10/16 according to a user on Reddit. Take it as a rumor because these spoilers may be true or totally fake. Who is the masked person who saves Aaron and Alden? A new character named Melody. What's going on with the hospital escape plan? Luke has a plan to use speakers and radios to attract hikers, I guess walkers. They separate themselves in groups, each with a speaker in case the others don't. Does anyone die? Yes, yes. Beatrice from the Oceanside group is killed as they try to go through the hikers, walkers. Luke and his girlfriend are killed by Beta while trying to put on their speaker. Luke is hanging up when he sees something. Turns to tell her and watch Beta snap his neck. He loses his balance and falls. Then Beta kills him. So I don't know if they're trying to just say that we're going to get the water tower death with Luke, or again, this could totally be fake. But could this new character, the karate lady and masked ninja, masked fighter person, be a new character? Sure. And it could be someone named Melody? For sure. But we just don't know if it's true or not. I do think that the masked fighter person is going to save Aaron and Alden. I would assume that the masked person is something to do with Maggie because it fits. Maybe it's somebody from Oceanside. Maybe it's a totally new character. We just have to wait to find out. I know the suspense is killing us and we want to know this answer more than anything. Could Luke be having speakers here? To me, it looked like a radio setup, but it could be in Season 10, Episode 15 that he was trying to find wires and batteries to use speakers. That makes sense. And I believe we're going to have 4 groups of 2, and everybody in the group, at least one member in the group of 2, is going to have a backpack that they're carrying something. Could be speakers to attract walkers. That makes sense. I mean, why not just go out the back door of the hospital? That's just the most feasible plan. Unless the hospital is surrounded. Is there a red candle there? Is somebody in danger here? Will we lose Luke and Jules? The plan is 4 groups of 2, maybe speakers, maybe not, but I would assume they have to do something to lure all the walkers away from the hospital so the rest of the group can get out, or we're just not sure. Can you tell us more about Maggie? She shows up a few times. First in the beginning, reading a note to her, telling what happened while she was away. Second, in place of the Oceanic group, so it's probably Oceanside, where she meets Virgil from the Michonne episode. He shows up and finds everyone out. Maggie and some new characters appear. She asks who he is, and he says he is a friend of Michonne. So in the end, she comes up with help to save everyone at the hospital. She's there with the same people as before. It was the group of Maggie that Luke saw coming before he was killed. After the walkers are attended and everyone is reunited with Maggie, there is a tense moment that Maggie is hugging everyone and she sees Negan. She looks at Daryl, who says we need to talk. This is the last scene with these characters. Do we find out what happened to Connie? No. At some point, after escaping the hospital flock, the groups act like a lookout while Luke does things. There are some lost hikers wandering around. Carol and Kelly see a walker who has hair and clothes similar to Connie. Carol starts to get close, but Kelly prevents her. He turns around and they see it's not Connie. Carol cries, having a little meltdown when Kelly hugs her. This scene is right before the death scene. So again, we're not sure if this happens, but Maggie could be going to Oceanside. It fits because where would Maggie go? Probably on a boat, go to Oceanside, and then go to Hilltop, but she meets someone there. Virgil doesn't know they're at the hospital though, right? She has to see someone else from Oceanside, Cindy or some other person there. Is Rosita at Oceanside? Is somebody going to tell Maggie where to go? I'm still not sure about this, but Maggie's going to show up and I hope she saves the day. It just fits that she saves the day. And again, I cannot confirm this information, but if it happens this way, I'll be okay with it. Even though we don't know about Connie, that doesn't make sense. We have to see Connie. If we don't see her in the finale, that's pretty weak, but Virgil going to Oceanside could fit him talking with Maggie, maybe seeing Cindy or somebody else there. We know that Virgil is connected with Michonne, but Maggie doesn't know Virgil, and I don't know if he knows about the hospital or whatever. So again, is this information true? I'm not sure, but Virgil did come back for a reason, and I can't wait to find out. But Connie not showing up is pretty weak. Again, if this information is true and Connie doesn't show up, we only saw her in one episode in the back half of season 10, pretty weak. What happens to Beta? After he kills Luke and the other girl, Jules, he sees Lydia and stalks her. Before he can kill her, Negan attacks him. They fight briefly before the arrival of Maggie's group makes Beta run away. Later, Aaron and Alden are with Melody, still wearing their mask and without saying anything, walking through the woods to join the others. Suddenly, Beta runs to them and a fight starts. He throws the men around in the beginning, but Melody can fight him very well, so Aaron starts hitting him with the metal fist before using one of Melody's knives to cut Beta's throat. So they unmask him. Alden acknowledges him and says he was a fan before he put an arrow in his head. Melody then unmasks and performs. What happens to Eugene's mission? Do we know Stephanie? No. She doesn't show up, but some men with white armor guns show up and surround them, telling them to drop the guns. Did something good happen to the characters in the hospital? Outside of the opening footage, they are not shown much. There are some scenes that suspect the walkers are going in. A whisperer goes through the window to try to make it happen, but he is stopped by a dog, and killed by Gabriel in front of the kids. So again, if this is happening and true, it sounds pretty cool if Aaron and Alden actually take Beta out. But I personally think that Beta survives into season 11. Maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't, but I could see this happening. And the fact that if Stephanie doesn't show up, that's pretty weak. So I guess Stephanie was there, or maybe she isn't showing up and the armed guards are from the Commonwealth and they just have to make sure that Eugene is safe to take back with them and to meet Stephanie first. So the armed guards are just protecting Stephanie from the Commonwealth. So we'll have to see if we're going to have Beta versus Negan. It sounds a little bit like a theory that somebody has in a Q&A format, but if Negan fights Beta, it'd be pretty cool. And then if Beta fights Alden, Aaron, and the new character with the commas, the ninja, that'd be pretty cool as well. But again, I can't confirm this information. It may or may not occur, but ultimately, if Eugene doesn't meet Stephanie, it would be kind of a letdown. But Angela Kang said there is a cliffhanger for season 10, episode 16, so there could be multiple cliffhangers. There could be one with Stephanie, the Commonwealth, Beta, Walkers, Whisperers, something, right? I mean, there could be multiple cliffhangers, and there probably will to set up season 11, and I'm okay with that. How does the episode end? Eugene and the others are taken to a camp where more men in the white armor and some people in the coat are walking around. They are taken into a well-lit trailer where a guy in a coat is sitting at the table. He looks at them and they say, "Let's start." That's the end. Anything else that stood out? When they were walking, the walkers, when they were almost out, a group of whispers came along the way. There was a stalemate before Lydia got ahead of wearing her mother's mask. The whispers got really scared about it and started talking loud. The hikers immediately ate all of them and our staff passed. Beta was watching it from far away. So I guess they mean walkers from hikers. Remember, this is translated from, I guess, Spanish, but I'm not sure if it's going to happen this way or not. What's up with Eugene and our group going to a camp? I guess we don't meet Stephanie. If, again, this is true or not, we just don't know. But I personally hope we see Stephanie in the episode. And as for the Lydia thing, that could happen because I would assume that Negan makes Lydia wear Alpha's mask. And if people see Alpha's mask, the Whisperers, they may be like, whoa, that's the new Alpha. And I'm just not sure how many people or Whispers Beta has in his group at the hospital. But again, we'll have to wait to find out. And I'm kind of interested to see what happens with Lydia going forward and if the Whisperers will still be a thing in season 11. And I could see the whole interaction with Eugene's group and the Commonwealth soldiers happening in season 10, episode 16. Now, there was a rumor that we only saw one Commonwealth soldier that was filmed around the hospital, but it could be used in another location. Just because it was filmed there doesn't mean it was actually taking place there in the story. But this is what the Commonwealth soldiers look like in the comic, and I would assume the show is going to replicate that to a T. And I just see like a stormtrooper vibe. Anyone? But there you go, guys. That's some information. I know a lot of people are like, when are the spoilers coming out? Where are the spoilers? Well, this isn't from the Spoiling Dead fans, and I would assume that we'll get the Spoiling Dead fans Q&A and more information when the episode comes out, probably the week of, whenever that's going to be, May June, October. And I hope we get some promo photos and an extended episode and more stuff. And maybe, just some more information is great. And whenever we can get back to work and people can get back into the offices and everything in the studio, the episode will be done. But thank you guys for watching. Check out my book series, Fight For Us, available online on Amazon. And it's available in paperback and digital format on Kindle. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you join the fight and pick up your copy today. Stay safe, and we love you guys.
Yo, we love you guys. Honestly, thank you.